I should have known something was up when my sister Nicole invited me to a random Tuesday night dinner with our other sister, Michelle, using Evite. Nicole had named the event Sibling Dinner as if we'd never shared a meal, and the occasion was too momentous to plan by simple email or text. Choosing the Dubliner pub in Hoboken, New Jersey as the venue when two of the three Blum sisters resided and worked in Manhattan was another sign. Yet, despite these clues, I remained clueless. I arrived at the rooftop bar the night of the dinner and immediately spotted my older sisters who, with long chocolate brown hair and baby blue eyes, could pass for my clones if it weren't for the age difference of 34 and 32 years to my 27. They'd snagged a prime table, blocked from the blazing sun by a royal blue Corona Extra umbrella. But they weren't alone. Thrown by the unexpected appearance of our childhood neighbor, Eddie Stark, I stopped short, causing the waiter walking behind me to spill part of a two-full cocktail down my back. Before I had a chance to acknowledge the liquid dripping down my spine, Eddie vaulted off his chair and pulled me into a hug. "Good golly, martini-soaked Molly!" Even as my mind spun with all the reasons why he could be here, I laughed and squeezed him back fiercely, inhaling his aftershave. It was a balance of pretty boy and stern brunch daddy, which perfectly described Eddie. "Good to see you," I said, despite my concern that the circumstances for this reunion were ominous. Was his dad sick again? My uncertainty intensified at the delayed realization he was joined by his older sister, Allison. She also embraced me, but with a touch more restraint than her brother. The Stark family had lived across the street from us growing up. More than 3 decades earlier, my mom and Laura Stark, with 2 little ones each, had become fast friends, and their bond only strengthened when, after a 5-year break, they each had their 3rd child in the same year. Back then, the household spent so much time together it was sometimes hard to tell where the Blums ended and the Starks began. Both sets of parents still lived in the same houses, but the 6 offspring had all moved out years ago, most with their own spouses and children. Our dual family reunions were now limited to special occasions like milestone birthdays or the Passover Seder we had 3 months ago, which raised the question, what was happening here and why? Nicole cocked her head and smiled indulgently. It wouldn't be a family dinner if Molly didn't spill something. My mouth opened, poised to argue the accuracy of her statement. This wasn't a family dinner, but I let it go. "You know I like to make an entrance," I said with a questioning look to Michelle, hoping my oldest sister would provide silent insight into the reason we were all here. She mouthed no clue. Sit, Eddie said happily. "Unless you need to wipe down your dress or something." "It's fine. Refreshing, if a tad sticky," I joked. "Jude should be here soon and we can get started," Nicole said. My face contorted into a grimace before I could stop myself. Jude was the youngest of the Stark trio, and the bane of my existence growing up. He'd been absent the last several times the families had gotten together, either working or away with friends. Alas, my luck had run out. But I was less concerned about getting through an evening with Jude and more worried about the reason we were all gathered together in the first place. Surely Eddie wouldn't be smiling so damn much if his dad, who'd recovered from a heart attack the year before, had taken a bad turn. "He's here!" Nicole waved in the direction of the stairs leading to the roof. "Jude!" "Lower your voice," Michelle hissed. "It's a bar, not a private backyard party." Ignoring her own command, she called out, "Jude, here!"